I said, I'm a conversationalist. But what people are upset about is that for some reason people come to me and I don't look at them with judgy eyes. I have no predetermined notion or preconceived notions, and they open up to me.
Right.
That's what they're upset about. Because if you look at a lot of these people that's been on other podcasts, they don't do the views that they do when they come on Club Shay Shay.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
In the world of celebrity culture, Shannon Sharpe's podcast, Club Shay Shay, has become a lightning rod for both controversy and immense popularity. Sharpe, a former NFL player and seasoned commentator, has seen his show catapult to fame, particularly following his groundbreaking interview with Katt Williams. This episode alone has become the most viewed podcast video in YouTube history. However, with this newfound success has come a wave of backlash from various quarters of the entertainment industry. Shannon Sharpe's approach to his podcast is rooted in authenticity and a desire to let his guests share their stories in a comfortable, non-judgmental environment. He emphasizes that he is a conversationalist, not a journalist.
Having a conversation. You and I having a conversation, you're not going to cut me off, I'm not going to cut you off.
And he makes it a point to ask his guests if there are any topics they'd prefer to avoid. This approach is designed to make them feel at ease, allowing for genuine and candid conversations. However, this very authenticity is what seems to irk some people, as guests tend to reveal more on his show than on others.
I said, is there anything that you don't want to talk about? I always ask the guests that. Sometimes they say, well, I would appreciate if we not talk about this.
Right.
Cool, no problem. Because I believe you can tell your story without saying something negative. But yes, I believe a person that's been in a business, that's been doing something 10, 15, 20, 30 years are more than one salacious story.
Right.
That's what I believe. So if they say they want to stay away from it, but if they want to tell something, who am I to say, no, I don't do, you can't tell that.
The success of Club Shay Shay has not been well received by everyone. Some industry insiders are reportedly unhappy with the attention and popularity Sharpe has garnered, leading to attempts to cancel his show. Sharpe has experienced cancellations from guests who previously expressed eagerness to appear, and there have even been threats against him.
I didn't know it was gonna cause this kind of ripple. I didn't think it was gonna move me in the direction. I'm glad it did. I understand what comes.
The toxicity of the industry, as predicted by Katt Williams months earlier, is becoming more evident. In a recent interview with Cam Newton, Sharpe discussed the unsettling reactions he has faced since the viral success of his podcast. He explained that the turning point was the interview with Katt Williams, which he had been trying to arrange for over a year. A chance encounter with Williams' new manager finally made it possible.
Don't do sit downs, you see what I'm saying?
Kim, I've been trying to line Katt up for a year. I tried to line him up for a year. People don't know this, but Katt doesn't like to fly. I'm getting off the elevator. As I'm getting off the elevator, a lady's getting on.
Right.
She said, hello. I said, hey, how you doing? I'm Shannon Sharpe. She tells me her name. She's like, I've never seen you here before. I said, yeah, my attorney's here, Marvin. She said, oh, I love Marvin. I love Allison, who's his daughter. She said, oh, I said, I've never seen you here. I said, I've been coming here 3-4 years. I've never seen you. She said, oh man, I'm sorry. I'm just not meeting you. She said, today is my last day. I said, what? She said, yeah, today is my last day. I said, you got a new job? She said, I'm leaving to be Katt Williams' tour manager.
Wow.
I said, I've been trying to get Katt for a year. That was a Friday. The next Friday, Katt sitting in that chair.
Look at God.
The next Friday.
The episode's unprecedented success, garnering nearly 72 million views, was beyond Sharpe's expectations and significantly boosted the podcast profile. Sharpe's career journey is noteworthy. Inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011, he transitioned into sports commentary, contributing to CBS Sports and later co-hosting Skip and Shannon Undisputed. He also wrote for Fitness RX for Men magazine. His foray into podcasting began in 2020 during the pandemic, driven by a desire to create a platform for Black entertainers to share their stories without harsh judgment. His other podcast, Nightcap, co-hosted with retired NFL and NBA players, though popular, hasn't reached the same heights as Club Shay Shay. The ripple effects of the Katt Williams interview have been profound. It drew more potential sponsors and guests to Club Shay Shay, solidifying its reputation as the go-to platform for telling one's story. Yet this success has also drawn negative attention. Sharpe has faced criticism and accusations from within the industry. Notably, comedian D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey have reportedly tried to undermine his podcast. Katt Williams, in his interview, did not shy away from controversy. He openly criticized fellow comedian Kevin Hart, accusing him of being an industry plant and questioning his East Coast upbringing narrative. Williams also targeted Steve Harvey, alleging his success was due to a lack of morals, and branding him a gatekeeper who sabotaged others' careers. Sharpe has found himself navigating these treacherous waters, addressing the backlash and continuing to produce content that resonates with his audience. He maintains that his approach is about having respectful conversations and letting guests share their perspectives without interruption. Despite the threats and attempts to discredit him, Sharpe remains committed to his vision for Club Shay Shay. The journey has not been without personal risks. Sharpe's home was burglarized, with over $1 million in valuables stolen. While initially thought to be unrelated to his podcast, rumors suggest it might have been an intimidation tactic. Despite this, Sharpe continues to pursue his passion for podcasting, providing a unique and valued space in the crowded media landscape. In conclusion, Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay has become a pivotal platform in the podcasting world, especially for Black entertainers. Its success has brought significant challenges, but Sharpe's commitment to genuine conversation and storytelling remains steadfast. As he continues to face industry backlash, his podcast's influence and reach only seem to grow, proving that authenticity and honesty can resonate powerfully with audiences. Sharpe's podcast, Club Shay Shay, has become a significant player in the realm of celebrity interviews, standing out for its unique approach. Unlike many others, Sharpe does not approach his interviews with preconceived notions or a judgmental attitude. Instead, he allows his guests to open up and share their stories authentically.
People heard about it, but when Katt came on and did what he did, now you had no choice. Advertisers, sponsors had to take Club Shay Shay serious.
Right.
People that did, he just this, he's a dumb jock, he talked with a lisp. Well, that dumb jock that talked with a lisp has the #1 podcast on YouTube. Not sports podcast, Cam. #1.
Must be the greatest.
Man, I ain't gonna be able to get nobody back on. I ain't gonna be able to get no more comedians.
They all coming.
No, they ain't.
Are you kidding?
Nah.
Hey, I
A
promise
good thing
you.
I done got all the rest of them. I done got the ones.
I promise you, everybody trying to double back. You're gonna be having to beat them off with a stick. You gonna let him? They're coming. Much as.
This genuine approach has not only garnered millions of views, but has also made the podcast a favorite among many celebrities who prefer this open and honest platform. However, the success of Club Shay Shay has not come without its downsides. Some celebrities and industry insiders are not pleased with the traction the podcast has gained. There have been attempts to cancel Sharpe's show, and some former guests have canceled their appearances without providing any reasons. The backlash has even escalated to the point where Sharpe has received threats, highlighting the toxic nature of the entertainment industry that Katt Williams had previously warned about. Sharpe recently opened up about these challenges in an interview with Cam Newton. He shared that after the viral success of the Katt Williams interview, he started facing significant backlash, despite trying to book Williams for over a year. A fortunate encounter with Williams' new manager finally made the interview possible. The episode's success, with nearly 72 million views, surpassed all of Sharpe's expectations and marked a turning point for the podcast. Sharpe's background as a former NFL player and sports commentator has played a crucial role in his approach to podcasting. After retiring from professional football, Sharpe transitioned into media, contributing to CBS Sports and later co-hosting Skip and Shannon Undisputed. He also wrote for Fitness RX for Men magazine. His entry into podcasting in 2020 was driven by a desire to create a space for Black entertainers to share their stories without judgment. His other podcast, Nightcap, co-hosted with retired NFL and NBA players, though popular, hasn't reached the same level of success as Club Shay Shay. The impact of the Katt Williams interview was transformative. It not only brought in more sponsors and guests, but also established Club Shay Shay as the premier platform for celebrities to share their stories. However, this success also attracted negative attention. Sharpe has faced criticism and accusations from various industry figures, including comedians D.L. Hewley and Steve Harvey, who have reportedly tried to undermine his podcast. Katt Williams, during his interview, did not hold back from controversy. He criticized fellow comedian Kevin Hart, accusing him of being an industry plant and questioning his East Coast upbringing narrative. Williams also targeted Steve Harvey, claiming his success was due to a lack of morals, and branding him a gatekeeper who sabotaged others' careers.
He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing?
Despite these challenges, Sharpe remains committed to his approach. He believes in having respectful conversations where guests can share their perspectives without interruption. He's not a journalist, but a conversationalist. And this distinction is essential to his show's success. Even though he has faced threats and attempts to discredit him, Sharpe is determined to continue his vision for Club Shay Shay. Sharpe's personal life has also been affected by his podcast success. His home was burglarized, with over $1 million in valuables stolen. Initially thought to be unrelated, rumors now suggest it might have been an intimidation tactic. Despite this, Sharpe remains undeterred and continues to pursue his passion for podcasting, providing a unique and valued space in the crowded media landscape. In conclusion, Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay has become a pivotal platform in the podcasting world, especially for Black entertainers. Its success has brought significant challenges, but Sharpe's commitment to genuine conversation and storytelling remains steadfast. As he continues to face industry backlash, his podcast's influence and reach only seem to grow, proving that authenticity and honesty can resonate powerfully with audiences. Sharpe's approach to podcasting, emphasizing authenticity and respect, sets Club Shay Shay apart from other celebrity interview platforms. His willingness to let guests steer clear of uncomfortable topics and his non-judgmental attitude create an environment where celebrities feel safe to open up. This method has resulted in interviews that reveal more about the guests than typical interviews, contributing to the podcast's immense popularity. However, this success has come at a cost. The entertainment industry, known for its competitive and sometimes toxic nature, has not been entirely welcoming of Sharpe's rise. Some insiders are unhappy with the attention Club Shay Shay has received and have attempted to undermine its success. Sharpe has faced cancellations from guests, threats, and attempts to discredit him, highlighting the industry's darker side that Katt Williams had warned about. In a revealing interview with Cam Newton, Sharpe discussed the challenges he has faced since the podcast's viral success. The turning point was his interview with Katt Williams, which he had pursued for over a year. A chance meeting with Williams' new manager finally made the interview possible. The episode's success, with nearly 72 million views, far exceeded Sharpe's expectations and marked a significant milestone for the podcast. Sharpe's career trajectory has equipped him well for the challenges of podcasting. After a successful NFL career and subsequent induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011, Sharpe transitioned to sports commentary. He contributed to CBS Sports and later co-hosted Skip and Shannon Undisputed. He also wrote for Fitness RX for Men magazine. His entry into podcasting in 2020 was driven by a desire to create a platform for Black entertainers to share their stories without judgment. His other podcast, Nightcap, co-hosted with retired NFL and NBA players, though popular, hasn't matched the success of Club Shay Shay.